about the outlook of nickel project financing in Indonesia from banking perspective. So I'm dividing my presentation into two parts. For the first one is about how we see in the nickel industry performance recently, and the second part is about our concerns on giving a lending to the nickel sector. Okay, I'll start with my first part. The first slide is showing Indonesia's performance in nickel export. We see that Indonesia's nickel export performance in 2020 is still growing significantly amidst the pandemic. From Indonesia Agency Statistic data that recorded that ferronickel, stainless steel, and nickel matte export volume grew by 80.3%, 28.6%, and 1.9% respectively in 2020. So this is surprising because we know that in 2020 we have a COVID-19 pandemic that harmed almost all of the industry sector. But in the nickel, we still continue to grow. And and the next one, other than excellent export performance, we also see in the historical performance about the our nickel product quality in the global level. We see that Indonesia ferronickel and stainless steel product can compete with other country product. This is we conclude this from the data. We found the data from TradeMap that showing our market share in Indonesia in ferronickel export and stainless steel product is consistently increasing in the last 5 years, at least until 2019. And in 2020. I think we also continue the good performance. However, we don't have a full year performance, but until September, we see the ferronickel export product is keep increasing. And next, this is another story in stainless steel. Yeah, it is similar with the ferronickel. We surprisingly, we can overtake the market share from United Kingdom and Sweden in stainless steel ingot, and the flat rolled product we can overtake market share from China and Belgium. In the last 5 years for flat rolled product, our market share is consistently increasing. Okay, maybe this is already explained before. But currently, the structure of the demand is still mainly from stainless steel. But in the future, the nickel demand will also come from battery industry. Okay, the last slide in my first part is about the expectation of nickel price. We see that both of consensus forecast and in the futures contract is showing a positive expectation on nickel price going forward as the global economic activity has rebound and there is a huge potential demand from battery industry. Okay, that's the first part, but and the second part is about our concerns on financing nickel project in Indonesia. Okay, the first concern is about the nickel price volatility. We see that nickel price is extremely volatile. That from 2000 and to 2021, the nickel price fluctuate around 4.5 thousand to 51.6 thousand. So it is very wide range, and the company performance is highly correlated with the development of the nickel price. The nickel company is a price taker, and the cost maybe is relatively same. So from banking perspective, I think we need to find the most efficient producer and the winner in an industry, and that the company that resilient from the volatility of the nickel price. The second one, regulation is also playing an important role. That if we see if you remember in 2016, 2017, and when we have a nickel ore export ban, the loan quality to the nickel mining sector is worsening. We see the collectibility too in the banking industry to loan value to nickel mining industry is increasing. When the export ban is released in 2018 and 2019, we see the collectibility too is improving. But in the 2020, when the export ban is re-implemented, we see a slight increase in the collectibility too. Okay, next one. The third concern is the quality of the banking sector loan portfolio to base metal industry in Indonesia is quite poor. So if we see the data from OJK that in December 2020, we see the non-performing loan in the base metal industry is 9.5%. This quite high compared to overall banking sector NPL. So we need to know what is the problem in the financing, why the NPL is so high to the base metal industry. Okay, lastly, since banking sector has started to consider environmental impact when giving a lending, there is a concern about Indonesia's nickel industry impact on environment. I see the report from the NEF that found the production and state that production in Indonesia has the highest carbon intensity of the class 1 nickel market. And the other article, interesting article, I see that the Nickel Association is admitting that their mining operation is not fully environmentally friendly yet. So this will become another concern for us to give a lending to the sector, since in the future the ESG financing will increasing. Okay, lastly, there is this is another article, interesting article about a survey from SDM annual report. I took it from annual report of Ministry of Energy that there is a few banks that there is no plan in financing smelter project in Indonesia. Meanwhile, usually this financial institution give many financing projects into other sector. Okay, to summarize, we see the performance of the Indonesian nickel industry is excellent. Indonesia's nickel export keep increasing amidst the pandemic. Indonesia's nickel product also can compete in the international market. Indonesia gains significant market share in ferronickel and stainless steel. The prospect of nickel industry is also relatively good. The improvement in global economic activity after the COVID-19 pandemic will boost traditional demand from the stainless steel industry. Furthermore, there is a potential increase in nickel demand from the battery sector in line with the increasing use of EVs at the global level. Our concern on giving lending to the nickel sector is high nickel price volatility significantly affect company performance. The capability to select the nickel producer that resilient to price volatility is important for us. The certainty of the regulation is also important. The third one is, even though the industry performance is relatively good, Indonesia's bank loan quality to base metal industry is quite poor. So we need to overcome the problem. Maybe we need to increase the human resource capability to analyze the sector. And lastly, since banking sector has started to consider environmental impact when giving a lending, there is a concern about Indonesia's nickel industry impact on environment. Okay, that's it. Thank you. Back